Last week's semifinal of Bayern versus PSG was easily the most entertaining football match I've ever seen. Since I did get to watch that game live, I debated if I wanted to watch the highlights of the match, but then I thought to myself, that's legit one of the best games I've ever watched, so why wouldn't I want to see some of this again? Very quickly into this match, I felt like it was apparent that these teams are just built differently. When you have an attacking trio like Olise, Diaz, and Kane on Bayern, and an equally scary offense from PSG, players like Kvara, Dewey, and Dembele, these two teams are just so elite. Of course, the fact that there were many goals was super fun, but on top of that, the gameplay, the players involved, it was just a joy from start to finish. And I'm ready to relive some of the best moments from this game. And just a small little preface, I do have to cut this up quite significantly because this footage is very heavily copyrighted, but I'll do my best. It's time to relive this insane match. Let's get it.
Trying to feed it in.
I like that little pass by Olise.
Get to it. No penalty.
Across just to make sure it's contact.
So I actually would love for someone to comment down below if that was truly a pen. I thought so. The reason I say that is over the years of me getting into the sport, I have struggled for when something actually is a pen or, a yellow card or whatever the case when it's a foul. I do struggle because sometimes I see it and I'm like, oh, that looked like a foul, and then they don't call anything. And then sometimes they call a foul and I'm like, I'm not sure that was one. And I thought that was, so I'm curious if the majority thought so as well. And then Kane just takes it in. Bang, the hesitation. He's so good this year. It's actually insane.
He just scored, but Harry Kane guarantees goals. Oh, so reliable.
The keeper, if you rewatch this, I'm gonna go like kind of frame by frame. He holds it. Hold on. The Hezzies is right here. He is definitely a little bit left, but he stayed.
Oh, so reliable.
He tried his best. I mean, what more could you do, man? He waited as long as he could.
He waited as long as he could.
I'm just saying the announcer just said what I said. That's all I'm saying.
It's Harry Kane.
Oh, yeah.
It's Michael Olise. Somehow.
This moment right here, I thought was a shoo-in because I absolutely love Olise. I couldn't believe he didn't score there.
Just that touch.
Keeper did well.
But this changes things.
Yeah.
Dembele. Oh, my word.
Guys. Listen, I love Dembele, but I thought that was wild. I could not believe how off target that shot was. I mean, incredible opportunity. Dembele literally won Ballon d'Or last year. I just expected him to be closer than that. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to send hate on him, but when that happened, I genuinely was like, whoa, what was that?
And Dembele lead again in the French league.
Great pass. Come on.
That'll go in. There's no doubting that he'll find.
It was at this moment that I said, I'm reacting to this guy this week. I reacted to him just last week after I watched his 2 goals in this game specifically. Because I was like, holy shit. Great little move. Even better shot.
The Marquinhos, still Olise.
It was so close to
woodwork.
This one was so close to being sick. I mean, you get this guy beat.
Almost all his own work.
Comes through, a second guy comes up.
He has got
makes another little move.
In his toes.
I mean, I think this pass.
Marquinhos knew he couldn't make the challenge and try to find his
I think the defender got his foot on it.
Going it alone, Desiree Doué.
That was close. It was a great attempt.
Hits down the other end and he's
so close, man.
Himself.
Flick on by Marquez. Oh, it's João Neves.
So this was insane.
He's just
watched a lot of PSG. I don't know why. Really, Premier League's the easiest thing to watch in the US timing-wise for me. So it's one of the reasons, but I didn't know this guy, and he also looked so short when he ran over. So I was like, wait, this guy who's short just hit that header.
It's with his head.
Such a disgusting header.
Get across the near post.
Hold on. Yard. Yeah, he's fully facing this direction. He's further than the right post, and he somehow manages to drop that there.
Wonderful header, glancing header.
I mean, what?
You've got to get it.
And that's early for Doué. It's Desiree.
Not the
It should be
two
more.
so close
This
by
is the sufferer
Dewey.
of the- well, you know-
I think it's Dewey. Sorry, I keep calling him Dewey. It's Dewey. So if you're watching this and you've already commented, I apologize.
He's gonna have to find that corner. Just
That
to
was
get
so
half a step
close
in
too,
on this
though.
game.
Be anything.
Someone's gonna have to explain this to me, because when Olise is rolling up on you, I felt like this was just, they're playing too off him. I think it was like in FIFA when you're playing, right? And all of a sudden, you're like, wait, this guy's just gonna give me the lane? Okay, I'll take it. Like,
Olise.
no one really came onto him from these two guys. I guess the logic is you probably have to defend, you know, the other players, but hold on, let's just watch it one more time.
Score could be
I think even Olise, like right here, thinks to himself, I mean,
charged down by Davies.
oh my God,
You can
yes,
see the
I forgot about
appeals for
this.
handball. It might just take a
Now, this was controversial. Even as a viewer, I was watching with my husband. We saw this. It kind of seemed like,
long look at that.
hold
because
on,
the
let's
hand's
see.
out and away from the body.
Yeah,
It really hits here, not actually his hand, I think.
he's had it behind his back. He's-
It ricochets off his, like, stomach into his hand. So, we didn't know. We thought this was dicey.
I think penalty.
That was a nuts call. Big game changer right there.
Usman Dembele, oh, through the hand.
Unsavable.
But Paris
Unsavable.
Saint-Germain-
Bro actually went the correct direction, and he's a big guy, obviously, and it's just, I mean,
At the
just a
end
perfect
of
shot.
an
Just a perfect
exhausting-
shot by Dembele.
ex-
Nothing like 3-2 in the first half. I mean, this was the most goals I personally have seen in a Champions League this early on into a game. I mean, sometimes there could be a finish like that, but 3-2 is kind of rare anyway. In my experiences, like, I don't see that very often. So the fact that it was two insane teams dropping that many goals in the first half, I knew we were in for a treat, even in the second half as well.
Five. That's awkward for Neuer from Pavlovic.
That was
Pretty well,
scary.
the goalkeeper there.
We just talk about Neuer being 40. I mean, I reacted to him and someone said that he probably has 3 to 5 more years outside of that. But being 40, I'm just so impressed. I mean, he's still got it. Like, I think he's still an excellent keeper.
Hakimi suddenly free. Oh, then you run over it, and Kvaratskhelia!
Let's go. And I love how hype he gets, man. How could you not love that
It's
guy?
a sheer players charging in, 4 at the near post.
That was super awkward for these players, the ones involved with that moment. It was such a weird, I remember watching it being like, what even happened? But he was here to
Buys the
recover, dude.
space.
Was run.
Bang.
Oh, another!
Dude, I would just say, watching this is exactly what I was talking about. The whole game, it felt like these moments. There were so many moments. Maybe they didn't score, but there were a lot of good opportunities, good dribbling, good passes, good moves. The whole time, even when they weren't scoring, it was so fun to watch. And this one was kind of sick because obviously the ricochet off of the left post in. With the bounce, I love that.
Dion Upamecano's taking this one.
He like barely got his head on that
Even in the
one,
midst of the
weirdly.
mayhem. It's on towards Luis
This was the-
Diaz. Fabulous first touch. Luis Diaz, yes! It's 5-4.
My favorite goal of the game, without a doubt. This was absolutely disgusting because the touch. Ooh!
He's onside.
Ooh!
It's as tight as you like.
I think it's going to stay.
Genuinely, if that got called back, I would have cried for Luis Diaz because what a goal. And imagine having it taken back, dude. 5-4. I mean, how often are you seeing that? That was just so sick. We're going to talk about it. I have zero regrets deciding to rewatch this because holy crap. Getting to rewatch this kind of just brought me back to the day. I remember jumping up and just getting so into that game because I couldn't believe my eyes. A lot of those goals were super impressive as well. I think the Luis Diaz one is definitely my favorite of the match. I highly doubt we're going to get this many goals in the next game, but I would not be mad about it because what a pleasure. So many talented players on both sides. If you can't tell, I obviously am very excited about these two teams, and I'm so excited to watch them play tomorrow. And if you guys enjoyed this, let me know down in the comments and hit subscribe while you're there. And I'll see you guys next time.